I started searching. I searched through pagan faiths, through Christian faiths. And, I really didn't know enough about them. I don't know why I just, they were like a blind spot to me. All people are accepted, no matter their gender, no matter their the way they present themselves, no matter their anything, they are welcome here. That's what I've been missing all this time. And so I'm like, okay, I picked my faith. How do I go to the next step? I went to the main school of ministry for one class. And I went on to Andover Newton. Then they turned around and said, we're moving to Yale. So I transferred over to Boston University, finished my degree there while living at Andover Newton. And that took me about 4 years. And served a church as an intern for 2 years, served 2 different churches here in Maine, and I've been doing pulpit supply all this time. And so I finished seminary last May. Started working on the paperwork again, because there's a lot of paperwork. January 12th, I was having what's called my ecclesiastical council. At the end of that, the denomination and the association said that I was ordained pending call. So that meant I just had to find a ministry. And then the pandemic hit. So in some ways, seminary prepared me for the pandemic, that it wasn't as crippling for me personally. It didn't feel like a setback, just a realization we had to readjust and rethink things. Being in this process is a time of waiting, and living in the waiting, living in that transitional space where you're so ready to get into a church and help serving people, but you have to go through one more step and one more step. It was always that way at seminary. Emotionally, it wasn't as hard for me, I don't think, as some people, because I've just engaged this for years through the seminary. But still, it can be tough. In the course of the first 2 weeks, all I got was refusals. And honestly, it brought me to my knees. How much longer will this go on? And my longer was, of course, the 35 years that I'm feeling, not the 5 months of this pandemic. Having that patience is not easy. This time where I'm feeling my own impatience, my own desire to get into the church, that I hear the call so brilliantly in my head, hearing it and knowing that you're being drawn somewhere but not being able to see it is a little unnerving. I can only think that's what other people are feeling today, as they feel like they want to get back to work, hearing that and knowing that and wanting to get on with their life, but yet don't see the way yet. It seems so clear to me how my life has just been a showing, a long showing of this very pandemic, and being patient in that. We met 3 times by Zoom, totally unprecedented on how to do this interview process. And we feel like we're fumbling our way through, but being very faithful in the process. A lot of it's the Zoom. It's great technology. Google is helping us a lot. We've made it work. And now I've been invited to my candidating Sunday, where is the final step before they accept me as minister. I'm not sure I've totally believe it yet. It's hard to even think that I've finally gotten to the place, and now the work of ministering can actually happen. Honestly, if I had anything to say to everyone, it would be present to everyone. Be in that moment with whoever you're with at the time, wherever you're at. Just be present and live, because we don't know what tomorrow will bring. We don't know what today will bring, and enjoying every moment with everyone is the way to go, I believe.